Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm going to be doing the mid-year book freakout tag thing. It is pretty much exactly the middle of the year, so I thought it was a perfect time to do this. This was originally created by Earl Grey Books, so I will leave the OG down below along with all the questions. Most people have done it already, but if you want to do it, the questions are there. Give it a go, and let's just get into it. So the first one is best book you've read so far this year. And for that one I'm going with Call Down the Hawk by Steve Otter. As soon as I started reading the first page of the prelude, I was just instantly in love because I just love Steve Otter's writing style and I really enjoyed it. And I can't wait to read Mr. Impossible, which I'm meant to be reading this month. We've still got half of the month left. I'm going to get it done. Number 2 is the best sequel you've read so far. So for this one I'm going with Sweet Tooth. This is Sweet Tooth Book 3 by Jeff Lemire, but it is volume 5 and 6, which are the last 2 volumes of this series. I adored it, it was amazing, I loved it, it wrapped up the series so well, and yes, definitely a great sequel. Prompt 3 is a new release that you haven't read yet but you want to. So I have quite a few new releases that I own that I haven't read yet because I've got like ARCs and Vine books. I've read so many 2021 releases this year, it's just not like me. Normally I'm very much a backlist person, but when you give me free books that come out in 2021, I'm going to read the free books that come out in 2021. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, for this prompt I'm going with Jay's Gay Agenda by Jason June. Again, I do want to read this one this month though, so it should be read by the end of the month. Next is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. This one I wasn't sure about because I don't really keep up with new releases. I know I own loads at the moment, but I don't know when stuff's coming out, except for one book that I do know should probably come out this year, but I don't know when, and that is Conquest of the Ten by Kay MacLeod. I can't even put it here because it doesn't have a cover yet because it's still being edited after the beta reading. But basically it's book 3 in the Constellation Saga by my sister Kay MacLeod. I've already read it. Well, I've read the version before the editing after the beta reading, so obviously I still need to read it again because there's going to be some tweaks and stuff, but yes, definitely looking forward to this one because I love this series and I'm glad that the next book is coming out and you should read it. Next prompt is the biggest disappointment, and for this one I'm going with Final Girls by Riley Sager. I don't have it anymore because I unhauled it. It was very average. I give it 3 stars. I thought, well, I was gonna say I thought the concept sounded good, but honestly the synopsis was not what I thought the concept was anyway. So did the concept sound good, or did I just make up a concept when I looked at the title Final Girls? I think that's what happened. But yeah, I was looking forward to this book. I think the book was really pretty, the cover was. I liked the whole idea of Final Girls, and in my mind they were all going to get picked off one by one and then there's going to be this whole mystery thing. In reality it was very boring, nothing really happened for the first half of the book, and then the end it kind of was like, it's just disappointing. Hence the placement. Next prompt is the biggest surprise, and for that one I'm going with The Suicidal Peanut by Matthew J. Metzinger. This is just a random book that I got. I buy loads of like these LGBT self-published or small publication books when they're on offer. I have a whole list on Amazon. This was just one of them random books. I picked it up for one of my small book vloggex things and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I wasn't really expecting anything of it. I had no hopes, I didn't know anything about it. I just bought it because it was gay. And yeah, it was really good, so good times. Next prompt is Fave New Author, and this one has given me the hardest time because, I mean, Fave New Author, can you have a Fave New Author if they've just written one book? Because how have you, or if you've only read one of their books, because how do you know how it's going to stack up? I don't know. So I've sort of tentatively gone with Aidan Thomas because I've read Cemetery Boys and really enjoyed it, but I do have his next book, Lost in the Neverwoods, which I haven't read yet, so I guess once I read this we'll see if this is a correct placement for a new favourite author. We shall see. It always takes 2 books at least, I think, for that to happen. We're about halfway through, so we're gonna kick on over to one of our sponsors, have a little message, and then I'll be back to chat about some more books. So the next prompt is newest fictional crush, and this one is impossible. I don't really crush on characters. I was looking through all the books I've read this year and I was trying to rack my brain. I was trying to like force it, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to change it. Instead of like a crush, I thought maybe two people that I ship. I also don't want to talk about the same books in here more than once, even though I do that one time, but shush. So I've gone with Darcy and Brougham from Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. I enjoyed their interactions. I liked the way that their friendship grew. So it's not a crush for me, but I understand why this crush happens. That's acceptable, right? It is. This is my tag version. The next prompt is new favourite character, and this is the only time in this video where I'm going to repeat a book, because I feel like the other one was a bit and ahhing. It's not 100% locked in, so I feel like I'm allowed to say this. Julian Diaz from Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. I absolutely adored him. He was amazing. I loved his character. And technically, I didn't talk about this book in the other one. I talked about the author, so it counts as different, surely. Next prompt is a book that made you cry, so I had a look on my old Goodreads shelf. Don't Wet the Page with Your Tears, which is the shelf that I keep all of my books because I cry a lot of books. And apparently I've cried at 9 books so far this year. Not that many, not too shabby. I cry a lot, but that's not a lot in terms of how many books I've read. So I've just gone with the most recent one, and that was Pumpkin by Julie Murphy. I did a little cry. Read it. You probably won't because you're normal. Next prompt is a book that made you happy. I feel like all books make me happy, unless I read them and they're terrible, obviously, but good books make me happy. But I've gone with the very aptly titled The Sad Ghost Club by Liz or Liz Meddings, I'm not sure. But this is about ghosts and they have anxiety and social anxiety and they don't really fit in. And it was so freaking cute, even though it's literally about like sad, lonely ghosts. But I felt seen, so it made me happy. And it was really cute and fast and good. Next up is the most beautiful book you've bought or received this year. And there were some contenders. Books are getting pretty. People seem to care about covers. I don't, personally. If there was like a really shit cover and a really pretty cover and the shit cover is cheaper than the pretty cover, I'm going to buy the shit one. Don't really care about covers. But I've gone with Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. It looks like this. It has glittery edges. Ah, you bitch! It has glittery edges that you can't really see on the camera. Oh my god, where are you going? No! Oh, for God's sake. And the undercover is really pretty as well. Let me just get that cat off the top of there before you knock stuff off. Oi, come here. Why are you up there? Come here. Come on, quick. Come on, get down. Come on, come on. Good boy. Remember that random cat a few months ago that just turned up at my house? Yeah, here he is now. This is how much the part of the family he is now, so I'm busy. Have you quite? Come on, get down. Next up is what books you need to read by the end of the year. I still have 12 books, I think, on my 2021 TBR. So I'm a little bit behind. Only a tiny, tiny thin bit though. So just one randomly off there. Unbelievable by T. Christian Miller and Ken Armstrong. The thing is, I've got 12 books left on my 2021 TBR that was 21 books long. So I'm a little bit behind because we're in the middle month. So I'm almost in the middle. But also, all the ones I've got left are like the ones that are the hardest to read. I've got more non-fiction and big fantasies. And yeah, I should probably read them. And then the last question is fave book community member, which I'm not going to answer because how can I? Because There are so many great bookish community peeps here. I feel very connected with several different people in different groups. It's good. I don't really have a clan. Like, a lot of people have a group and they have, oh look, I have a really cool group chat that's got loads of people in and we have loads of fun. I have like individual people that I'm close to, so I'm not going to pick out specific one, but you know who you are. If we're close, you know who you are. And that is the end of this tag. I'm not going to tag anyone simply because most people have done this already, and if you haven't, then give it a go if you want to. Like I said at the beginning, the questionos are in there, so if you want to, boom. So yeah, let me know down below any of your answers to the questions. If you want to, say some words down below, I'll reply. And if this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others. And if you continue to enjoy, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye.